Welcome into the John M. Huntsman Center on the campus of the University of Utah for our 6A quarterfinal. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Thrilled to be joined by Coach Lance Gummersall of Riverton High School as we've got a couple of upset-minded teams going toe-to-toe, the Farmington Phoenix and the Lehi Pioneers. Great way to start our morning off today, Coach.
Yeah, both teams coming off huge upsets against one a region rival and then one traveling up north to knock off Layton, and it'll be exciting to see who advances.
We'll start with this one. We talk about both these teams upset-minded. Lehigh getting the victory over Layton in that opening round. Farmington over their region rival, the Davis Darts. How big is that, do you think, for Farmington? It's been that, a split between those two programs years ago, and to be able to beat their rival in a playoff game, to get here to the site, is there a lot of energy, emotion that you expect them to bring to this game because of that?
I would assume they're going to carry a lot with them based on how they won, given the back and forth of the game and a ball rolling over the ring to go to finish it. I would assume I would carry that with me, and losing to them twice in the season and then taking it.
Yeah, it was a Tobler 3 at the horn that went in to lift Farmington over Davis, and absolutely spectacular play as they upset the Darts, defending state champion, as our opening tip controlled by the Pioneers. Lehigh in their black and purple, Farmington in the home whites, and we are underway. These two teams both have guys who can score the rock. We'll get into that as the game proceeds. Opening possession here for the Pioneers. Good start there for Lehigh.
Looks like some type of zone there for Farmington. See how that develops as they come back on the other side again.
That one lost out. It'll go back to the Pioneers here. Lehigh bringing it up the floor here. Talk about some of the guys for this team. Ashton Schewel, who has been really good for them this year, averaging 20 a game, 22 actually, as that shot missed. Now Farmington coming the other way here with Tobler. Dangerous pass, nice steal.
Yeah, Schewel 22 a game, second in 6A in scoring. Really dynamic.
And they've got a couple other guys who will go double figures as well with Rosenloff and Anderson. I know this is a team that you guys went up against. What makes them difficult to deal with, Coach?
The hard part for us when we played him is we gave Schewel a ton of attention. Even in the early part of the preseason, he was tough. But then Rosenloff, he took over and he kind of bullied our guys into the paint, scored easily.
That shot baseline wouldn't go. Farmington with the clear. Phoenix coming up ahead. Talk about Tobler, mentioned him earlier. He's one of the top scorers for the Farmington Phoenix this year, 14 per game. Meanwhile, Rudolph averaging 11 and Layton with 10. That's a trio of juniors and sophomores, some youth on this Farmington roster.
Yeah, they're not veteran. Maybe in experience, but not in their years in high school.
Great for that group to find a way to get here to the site, knowing they've got at least one more year coming back.
Yes, and in a 2-3 zone, it looks like.
That's exactly how you attack it, right? You see a lot of teams against that 2-3 go high post.
Hitting that shot with guys behind you is always tough, but he took it in rhythm and didn't hesitate. It's great.
Tobler giving to Rudolph. They look to go inside here with Layton. The lengthy sophomore kicks out as Anderson will pull here. Baseline, there you go. First bucket for the Phoenix coming from Anderson.
Tough pull-up, elevated really well. Maybe a shift in their zone. Sorry about that.
No, maybe you're good. 1-3-1 here?
A little bit, yeah.
Inside, yeah, whistle going to come there. A lot of contact. There's an opportunity here for Lehigh to go to the free throw line. Schewel mentioned had a bucket earlier, now heading to the free throw line here for the Pioneers. It's a team for Lehigh out of that Region 3, which, just a weird year. There was AF who was 7-1. Lone Peak goes 4-4. Skyridge, Corner, and Lehigh all 3-5 in that region. They just beat each other up all year long.
It's always just interesting seeing only 8 games.
Yeah, right.
Like a small amount, and you're like, how are they going to go? And yeah, everybody kind of beat each other up a little bit.
Yeah, they had crossover games actually with Region 1 on this season to help fill out their schedules because they did only have the A-Region games.
It's a cool idea. I really like that they did that.
I would love to see that more, right? And I think that's the intent of non-region schedules, and sometimes you get that, and sometimes you'll see interclassification mix or matchups, but it was really fun to see that in the middle of their region schedule, kind of mix it up a little bit. Tobler, a nice wraparound there. Gives it over to Anderson. That won't go, and the rebound to the Pioneers. Lehi's been strong on the glass here early, Coach.
Yeah, they're defending well, getting them to take tough shots. Tough turnaround there.
Approaching the midway point here, opening quarter. Little back door, there you go. Throwing it down, the Pioneers. It's Schul once again.
Farmington staying in that zone. Good action by Lehi to get an easy basket.
They'll work back inside here. That one off the back of the rim and tapped out. Nearly had another clear there. Farmington here to inbound. Been tough to get some buckets going. Where you go here if you're Coach Walkenhurst?
I thought that right there was a great idea, going to the 6'5" Rudolph, but they had Schul on him on the switch.
Oh, there you go. Long range three. That one hit by Skavelund. Only scores 2.5 per game, but dialing up a triple there.
Less than half a 3 per game. We'll take that.
Yeah, no kidding.
In the new atmosphere.
Schul looking to answer. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound to the Phoenix.
The three-point lines up here are so interesting for the perspective of the boys out there. As you see the college line, you see the high school line drawn in there. But it's hard for them to know, like he shot that one from the college range for sure.
And it's interesting because Monday, that high school line was white. And then they had a college game here last night. Today it's gray. And it's almost like they didn't retape it as that three knocked down there for the Pioneers. What a start for Lehi as this one, man, Tuck Howe, who was a stud in their first round game, pushed it back to a 6-point lead.
From the college range again.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's taped down there, so it must have been different color tape they found today.
Yeah, I don't know if they I don't come to a lot of Utah games, so I don't know if it's normally white and they graded out for the game last night, or if it was anyway. But it's a difficult gray to see. And so I walked in, I'm like, that's a little different. It'll be interesting to see how that plays today, and I think we've seen it with some implications here early.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I've been to a couple games, but I haven't noticed. I don't think they have it down for the college games. They just have their college line, I'm assuming. Yeah. So they got to find a way to put it down for them here.
Well, and again, that gray is very muted. It's a tough look.
If you're seeing all white lines with your peripherals and then a gray, it probably throws you off quite a bit.
Tobler working off that screen. We'll give it back. They go right back in the paint here. Nice take.
They had the mismatch again with Schul. He's not 6'5", but digging a guy there is smart. It just landed in the wrong guy's hands.
Boy, Skavelund, he's been active here early.
Farmington staying in the zone, extending it more.
Oh, that corner three. Rosenloff with the triple. Do you consider getting out of that zone the way they're shooting here early?
I really like the game plan. Looking at the stats for Lehi, they have got a couple of guys just over 1 3 a game, but a lot of guys under. It does make you worry when they've hit 3, and you kind of, as a coach, you're like, oh, if I get out of it, they won't hit them, but you might want to settle in for a minute and see what happens.
We saw on Monday, at least, for those who were not watching our 5A game, the morning game was unreal. It was a 21-4 first quarter start for Wasatch. They ended up losing that game by double figures. And so they came out, they shot the ball really well early. PG hung around, made plays to get back in it as this one batted around and put up and scored here. by Anderson. But that's where if you're Farmington's like, look, guys, just hang around. You'll get in your rhythm as you're talking about, Coach.
Yeah, they're not. It's not a huge deficit. Obviously, just settling in still to the game and getting the rhythm of it.
They'll take another three. That one off the back of the rim, long rebound, tracked down here by the Pioneers. They work inside, off the window. That one good, scored by Howe again.
They are getting him to take those threes. So if you can rebound out of it, which is always tough because you don't have an assigned guy, you'll put yourself in a good spot, I think.
That pass intercepted by Hewish. Rosenloff kicks out. Another three on the way. That one good. Man.
4 of them now. Inside out is always a high effective shot.
10-point lead, largest of the game here in this opening quarter. Beatty works with Anderson.
Lehi just switching everything. Now a mismatch down low.
Yeah, had help on the backside there, couldn't get it in, and now we've got an offensive foul. This is gonna go back to Lehi. I think this might go, oh, it's on Layton. Third team foul on Farmington here.
Rosenloff working hard down there to get position, caused him to hold, Layton to hold and get an offensive foul there. Those are always tough because the guard is doing as much pushing and shoving as he can to get position against a smaller guy. But then the big gets the foul.
Final minute of this opening quarter. Rosenloff, and did he step out? Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting too because you're positioned outside of that three-point line, so your back step or your jab step is a little tighter on the sideline.
Yeah, it's about a, foot difference on the corner?
Yeah, I think so.
High school to college?
Yeah.
That ball loose.
Oh.
Man. You just get sped up there. You think you've got an opportunity. As we have another look here.
Must have had an action going there that he was going to make the pass, then he picked it up. Howe gets on the floor and then causes chaos.
Rosenloff works inside. Schul, a rare first quarter miss for him.
Really good action. They're cutting a bunch of guys to the corners, then flashing a high post for an easy look.
Open look at a three. There you go. That one hit by Hamblin. Boy, they needed that. The senior with the triple.
Only 3 threes on the season until that one is what I have.
Wow. He's another one that, according to the stats we have, not a prolific scorer for them, but contributing at a key moment to pull it back to 7 here late in the quarter. Final possession. Drive here from the corner, floated up and scored. That was Anderson. Final shot, Tobler off the window, won't go, and that will do it. Through one, the Lehi Pioneers, the offense ready to go. 21-12, they lead Farmington here in the 5A quarterfinal on KSLSports.com.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Welcome back here, getting ready to start our second quarter. Dane Stewart, Lance Gummersall with you here. Coach, what a start for the Pioneers. Oh my goodness.
4 threes in the quarter. The tough part on that last possession, you know, they ran a guy through to the corner, the ball reversed in the zone, and you've got to keep guys in front of you if you're going to play that zone for sure and force them to shoot those threes if that's what you're looking to do. But he blew by the corner guy and had an easy runner to push the lead to 9. Yeah.
We talked about, you know, the Farmington and that zone that they were in for a lot of that first quarter. You expect them to stay with that here?
It'll be interesting to see. 4 threes is a good amount in a quarter, right? On pace for 16 if they keep it up, but we'll see how they do, what they decide to do here.
Offensively, anything you'd look for Farmington to maybe tweak or adjust?
I think keep going to your mismatches when you have. If you can get it into the post out of switches, which Here they do
Nice.
off the roll.
Very nice job. Layton coming off that screen, able to get right to the rim.
You always want to score the easiest way. Layups, free throws, catch and shoots.
Slash threes, right?
Yeah.
That's the evolution of the game now.
They're back to man. It looks like they're man. Had to switch there.
Yep. Rosenloff trying to work to the paint. Tough shot. And Layton there with the board. Nice defense there by Beatty.
So the coaches decided to switch into the man.
Oh, how about that vision? Over to the Layton sophomore. Over to the sophomore Layton, I should say, as he flushes it down. 4 quick points here to start this second quarter for Jack Layton.
Great decision on the pass.
How about the vision on that, huh? Long triple here. That one won't go. And now Lehi starting to cool off, but a loose ball foul here. Going to be called on the Phoenix.
On the replay there, interesting as you switch, the slips are open. If you aren't seeing your guy or aren't touching and coming together on the switches.
So Lehi will maintain possession here, leading by 5. Open look at a 3, that's off the back of the rim.
Both 3 so far this quarter that have been attempted by Lehi behind the college line.
That's a good pickup.
Much more contested than the zone ones were.
Tobler found a little seam. He gets that shot away. Great response by the Phoenix here to start this second quarter, down to a 1-possession game. Little step back. There you go. That 3 good by Schul. They needed that.
As he let that go, it felt like a mid-range because he was so far in front of the white line. But then you look down and both feet are behind the gray and gives him 3.
Boy, same thing, right?
They're just diving really hard on the opposite side as anyone penetrates to the basket. They're getting those good cuts.
Fouled on the attempt here. Will send Farmington to the free throw line.
2 fouls on Schul. That's a big deal.
That's a very big deal. Talk about their leading scorer by a wide margin. He's been great today as well for this offense.
Looks like they're going to take him out, I would assume. Risky to keep him in, but being your leading scorer, hard to take him out.
Do you think we see him again in this first half?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. We, last Friday, ended up with Bingham in the second round, and Snedeker ends up with 2 fouls early in the first quarter, like 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and we didn't see him until after halftime. So these games are crucial to have your guys in the game.
I know that was one of the elements for Farmington. They're like, well, we'd love to find a way to get Schul in foul trouble. They didn't know if they'd be able to, but he's got the pair, and he'll sit.
See if they bring him back 5.5 minutes.
Oh, right to the rim. That one was just short. Now Farmington on the run. Open look. No, offensive board kept here. As Tobler will reset. He'll pull a little 15-footer. That one good.
Really tough shot there. Contested, mid-range, off the dribble.
Feels like they've started to settle in, and really probably their defense helping them get settled in, right?
Yeah, that change. Lehigh scored 3 points in the quarter.
And an offensive foul. This one, an illegal screen called inside. It'll head back to Farmington. And a timeout here going to be taken by Lehi. Farmington with a chance to tie or take the lead here in the 5A quarterfinal. We'll step aside, take a break, be right back here at the Huntsman Center. Just under 5 to go here in our first half. First game of the day. 8 today, 4 boys, 4 girls here in the 6A state tournament. And then, of course, having semis tomorrow and championships on Friday. Coach, how hard is that to get a team ready to go 3-3 for a state title?
It's, yeah, you're preparing for two teams. Like, you're playing your game today while preparing for these two teams would prepare for Westlake and Lone Peak for tomorrow. If you get past this round, it's a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of things go into it, but it's an opportunity, right? You don't want to pass it up.
Yep.
Being unprepared.
Well, and it's the way the schedule's drawn up. And I've talked to people, and they're like, look, they do it all the time in the summer. It's like, yeah, that's in the summer. That's not for a state championship. It's a little bit different. There's a nice little looping score there, scored by Hal.
Yeah, a small tournament in a small gym with a 16-minute half running clock is a lot different than getting a chance to win a state championship, for sure.
Well, and even the energy and emotion and adrenaline of playing on this stage in this building. How about Tobler? Little spin cycle there as Malachi Tobler settling in here for the Phoenix as well.
Tobler is a tough guard.
Yeah, he is.
We played them last season in the first round at Riverton, and one of my assistant coaches just fell in love with him. His ability to get to the rim. He was only a sophomore, super skilled. Really good player, getting a lot better as he goes along.
Howe with the bucket there for Lehi, and the Pioneers back to the glass here. Able to force the one and done. They'll bring it up the floor here.
Looks like Schul at the table, ready to come back in.
I actually don't mind that. Rosenloff here, baseline, that one won't go. I kind of like it, try to get him a few more minutes, but cannot pick up that third when he checks in.
Absolutely.
Mid-range floater won't go, tapped out, brought down there by Anderson. Quick three, no.
Both directions, a couple tough shots for both teams. Rushed, off the dribble, contested, right, early in the shot clock.
Yeah.
If I'm Coach Bromley, and Schul gets back in, I'm probably going defense, offense if I have the opportunities through the rest of the quarter, just to protect him, and like if you can sub him out on the defensive end.
Off that screen, will kick out, open, look here. Oh, Anderson missed it.
It was a great shot. You can't ask for a better look than that.
Yeah, although that being said, he had all the time in the world. You wonder if that maybe throws off the rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes, but 33s for him, that's a good shot.
Yeah, he's had a nice year. Terminated there, hands to Rosenloff. No, put back is good. Tuck Cowboy, he has stepped up big with Schul being on the bench. Number 10, delivering the last couple buckets here for the Pioneers.
Yeah, that's a huge putback for him.
We've got a full time out here, but I want to actually talk about something, Coach, that you just mentioned. You talk about going offense, defense in basketball, and you hear that a lot. You see it a lot. The thing I'm always curious about is it's not like football where you can take a timeout or make a sub on any given play. I mean, you run the risk still of you can go offense, defense, but you might go 5, 6, 7 possessions. I'm curious the thought behind that, where it is a continuous flow game. It's not one where you can get that player off the floor at any time. Like, talk us through a little bit the mentality and approach on that.
Well, even right here with this timeout, it's interesting because that is Lehi's second timeout of the half. Leaves him with 3 for the game. I wonder if Coach Bromley wanted to get Schul back in the game, so he used that timeout. But as you play here, right, he's going to be on defense to start. But if you have a score and a foul or a stop of possession where you can take him out for the defensive side just to protect him so he doesn't get a cheap one or a silly foul, that's something that you're going to do, right? If you have free throws where you can sub, or a stoppage of play where you can get him out on the defensive side. That's kind of how that works, and then get him back on the offensive side because he is so good offensively. That's kind of the idea.
It's just one of those unknowns to me, right? It's like, you can have that approach, but you might go up and down the floor 3, 4 times, and he might pick one up on the defensive end, and that's the risk you still run in doing it.
Absolutely. That's why kind of interesting. They're holding the lead, right? Farmington made a push, but they're holding the lead. And he still wanted to get him back in. Just shows the importance of who he is for them, right?
As we're inside the final 2. Corner open look here. No. Ball batted around and gathered there by Reed. Here is Schul. He's looking to attack. Little bump. And he'll head to the line as Layton did not get in position.
So, if I'm a coach there, I'm watching each defense measure. I'm like, okay, survived that one. Right now we're coming here and he goes hard to the basket. You're like, don't get a charge, don't get a charge.
I was thinking the same
right?
thing. But that's the headiness of him, though, right? Because he knows he's got that edge on Leighton, right? And so he knows, hey, if there's any contact here, it's going to be defensive and not a charge, and Shul makes the first one there.
Right. If I'm Coach Bromley here, right, once he gets the ball for the second free throw, I'm sending someone to sub for him for sure. It looks like he's, yep. So I never like my guy shooting free throws to know that he's coming out. Because I don't know, like, I hope the kid wouldn't do this, but you don't know if it, like, puts extra pressure if they're going to miss or whatever.
I joke about it all the time. It's like, oh, do I want to come off or not?
We always wait. We're always like, don't wait till he gets it. Now go up. Then you can sub.
So, yeah, Shul does.
So, perfect example of getting it to work. He played one defense possession, one offense possession. Got a bucket for him, and now they get a –
no, he's still
in. Yeah, he didn't come out. Interesting. So they're willing to live with him out there if he does get a third.
Do you go right at him here if you're Farmington, or do you just want to play?
Yeah, if I'm Farmington, I would attack him. Looks like they're in his zone, though, so they did that to kind of protect him.
He's defending ball there. They kick back up top. Tobler with space takes the three. That rimmed out.
Survived another one, another possession.
Yeah, a little 1-2-2 there, at least it looked like.
There's coaches, all the coaches in 6A are extremely good coaches, 5A, great coaches. Coach Gardner at Skyridge is a master at attacking guys with fouls. Anytime your guy gets his second foul in the second quarter, if you don't get him out of the game, he'll have his third before you can blink.
Boy, tough shot inside there by Tuck Howe once again. You know, it's amazing. We talked to a lot of people. Coach Gardner is so well respected that off the back of the rim. I know people respect his sets. They respect his inbounds. You talk about his ability to attack players in foul trouble. Like, he is so heady about the game.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. That's for sure. I sent him a text the other day, and I just told him good luck with his game on last Friday, and I said, I just want to be you when I grow up. That's my hope.
That's awesome.
I can be as smart as you on the court.
That's awesome. And he probably brushed it off. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Dribbling a three, no. Farmington here gets the shot up. Tobler, ooh, just missed it. Well, Farmington got to within 2, but then Shul back on the floor. Tuck Howe able to expand it back to 10. 34-24, your halftime lead. Lehi over Farmington in the 5A quarterfinal. Ian Stewart, Coach Lance Gummersall from Riverton High School with us here today on the stream. Coach, looking at these first half stats, you got it. You looked at 10 seconds, you're like, whoa. What jumped out to you?
Tuck Howe with 17, Aston Shul with 12.
Is that good?
It's pretty good. They need some Rosenloff contributions, I feel like.
Opening possession 3, that won't go. It's not just that they scored a lot. It was the efficiency, is the drive and bucket there for Anderson. But Tuck Howe was 8 of 10 from the floor in that first half.
Yeah, I think I'd take 80%
no
from
kidding,
anybody.
Huh? Man. Farmington actually led Lehi in rebounding, 14-12. That surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. See if they can convert this here.
Leighton trying to free up space. Boy, Shul did a great job staying vertical and playing physical there, right?
Yep, didn't back down, took it in the chest. Staying with the man ever since the end of the first quarter. They've stuck with it.
They work inside. Shul kind of got wrapped up. No calls. A rebound here to the Phoenix. But battle inside. Rudolph was trying to get positioning. Tobler sends this over. Good D here by Lehi. Tobler had space, hits the 3. That was a deep one.
Looked like a hard hedge from Shul. Then he went to leave before his guard was back to take the ball, and gave Tobler just enough space to get that off.
So 9-point game here. Rosenloff. How will go the corner? Shul sets that screen. Rosenloff down the lane, left-handed finish, too strong.
A smart idea by Shul there. They're not going to switch off of him, so he sets a screen and gives Rosenloff a clear lane to the basket. He just missed it.
Junction from Tobler there. Won't go. Rosenloff left open and hits the three. Hey, you wanted more contribution. There you go, Coach.
Oh, a guy with 9 threes on the season. If you're Coach Walkenhurst, you're daring him to shoot a three, which they were.
And that is on Schul. That will be his third. 5:30 to go here.
It's a big deal. Again,
what do you do?
I would ride with it. I think. Well, they got that big three from Rosenloff. It seems to happen to us. We talk about it as coaches. We're like, okay, this guy hasn't hit. He's hit 9 threes on the season in 23 games, 24 games. We'll live with him shooting threes, and then knocks him down.
Corner three from Farmington won't go. Lehi certainly hit more threes in this game than Farmington's, giving them a nice advantage. Schul here, little fade, no.
Tough shot early in the shot clock.
Boy, he is really battling inside, and he's going to pick up his fourth. Yep.
Oh, that was not super smart.
So that is number 4. And look, I like get down, get in your position first, but he just absolutely blows him out of the paint. And when that body goes to the floor, it's going to be called 99% of the time.
Yeah, even though Leighton is taller than him, Schul's probably stronger, which you showed there. He pushed him all the way to the ground with his back.
Tobler kicks out, straight away three. No, boy, that rattled out.
Now if you're Lehi, you're without Schul, I would say 6-minute mark in the fourth at least.
Probably take long possessions.
Yep. Try to slow it down. It's hard to just change the way you play.
Sure. Or you just have Rosenloff off the glass.
He's really good at using his body to create space as he gets into the paint.
This foul again. This is going to be on Howe. So, boy, these adding up quickly. Third team foul here on Lehi. First personal on Tuck today. Off the inbound, that three good. Hit by Bryson Rudolph.
It's a huge shot to keep him in within shouting distance.
A junior scoring his first bucket. Mentioned averages 11 a game. Hits that three. Howe on the drive. He gets to the rim. No.
Could have got hit in the face. Yeah, I was going to say, that was a late whistle.
Boy, Tuck Howe, I saw his first round game and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, nice. Then you watch him and it's like, this is a good player.
Oh, yeah. He's super skilled. Good catch and shoot guy. Obviously attacking the basket there really well.
Young man who's a junior, got one more year here, 6'7".
Everyone's favorite number.
Is that a desirable number? 10?
Seems like all the little kids. No, 6'7". Everyone loves
yeah,
it.
Right.
I thought I saw
I gotcha.
all of our bantam kids. We had a bunch of bantam teams, and every team turned in a number 67 request.
Are you serious?
And we immediately said, no, you got to pick a legal number. We're not going. We're not giving everyone a number 67.
6'7". I'm such an idiot.
All the 5th and 6th graders wanted it.
I was like, I don't get it, Coach. What? That three good. Tobler dialing it up for the Phoenix. 10-point game.
2 threes for him already, 6 in the quarter.
Yep. Rosenloff trying to work inside, quick on the trigger, no. Tobler on the run out. Good decision here, driving, contact, and a foul. As Luke Beatty could have settled for that three. I like his intention there to work it in.
Yeah, first part of that, a really good job by Tobler. He was downhill super fast, got under the basket, but he landed on 2 feet so he could make a decision as opposed to going off one and jacking up a quick bad shot, and he got it to the corner, and then another drive happens, and you get enough contact to get the foul.
Beatty's first free throw, good. First trip to the line, also the first point today for Luke Beatty, I believe.
With 4 team fouls on Lehi, if you're Farmington, you want to attack the basket hard.
That free throw good. Actually, I had really good free throw shooting today by both these two teams. Feels like that's a bit of a lost art in this day and era.
It's an easy way to score.
Yep.
There's no resistance.
Foul called here up top. This will go on Anderson.
Yeah, you got to give him that foul if you've given Lehi the other fouls on the other side. Otherwise, Coach Bromley might have blown a gasket there.
Rosenloff goes right back to the inbounder. Nice drive there by Hewish.
Nobody guarding him.
This time Beatty will take the three, but that rimmed out. Boy, we've seen 3 of those in this second half, Coach.
Well, that's a good shot. Advance pass, catch and shoot. Pretty open.
Rosenloff, that 3 won't go. Taps and a loose ball foul here. Gonna go on Farmington, wow.
I think that's right. It looked like 24 had his shoulders as he went to elevate.
Rudolph picking up the foul.
It'll be a big deal if Lehi can keep this at 10 without Schul on the court through the quarter.
Rosenloff. Nope. And that'll be, offensive foul. And another look, you'll see this on the rebound. Right there.
Again, you see Rosenloff super good at using his body. He just creates a little space and just a little bit too much length on that contest.
Oh, and that was the 5th foul. Coach Walkenhurst wasn't going to let him forget it, so he was yelling and got the table's attention. So 5th foul here.
Free throws, free throws. You want them, especially when you're behind, scoring with the clock not moving.
I'm going to ask an ignorant question. A lot of mine are, Coach. So I feel like free throw shooting percentage-wise has decreased in recent years. Do teams spend the same amount of time working on free throws as they have in the past, or as the game has evolved, has there maybe been other elements of practice that has maybe taken time away from that? What's been your feel?
I don't know if I would say the teams are working on it less. Like, we put in plenty. We actually have a 50 free throw club and a 100 free throw club. Anybody in practice, if you're shooting free throws and say we do 10 or 20 at a time and you have 20 makes in a row, you keep going. And if you get 40 in a row, we have the whole team around you to get you to 50. If you get to 50, you get a ball, and then you get your name on a plaque. So we work on them. I wonder if the kids, when they're on their own with a trainer, are working more on ball handling and, combo moves. Like that stuff, and not working free throws. I have a 12-year-old boy, and anytime we're doing a workout, in between each set of whatever we're doing, it's 3 or 5 free throws to make sure you're repping those,
Well, and the irony is, as a baseline skip here to Yeager, no. Free throws are one of those things that are super easy for individuals to work on any time, right? Like ball handling and free throws, like the easiest thing.
Yeah, you can work on those with nobody, don't even need a rebounder.
Yep.
Get it to roll back to you. One of my assistant coaches really pounded in our heads this year. Easiest ways to score, right? Layups, free throws, and catch and shoot.
Yep.
Threes or mid-range, whatever it is, right? So attacking those 3 areas are a big deal.
Inside of 2 to go here in this third quarter, 8-point game. Farmington with a look there to get it down to 5. Would not go as this one thrown out inside, back to the Phoenix.
Good simple action there to get going downhill. Rosenloff just didn't keep going on his slip there. He would look like he would have had a layup if he would have kept going to that pass.
Yeah, it was certainly there. Another opportunity here for Farmington to cut it back to 2 possessions.
Looks like Lehi going to a 2-3.
From the corner, Tobler, and he's fouled by Yeager. To the line to shoot 3 will be Malachi Tobler.
Great set there by Farmington. Overload one side, get a screen on a part of the zone, then the defense has to make a decision to guard the guy on the wing or guard the guy in the corner. Put your best shooter in the corner, get him a wide open shot. The guy who's fresh in the game, Yeager, commits the foul.
Talk about the free throw shooting for these 2 teams, which has been really solid today. Farmington 78% from the line this season. As a team, that's a great number for a
really
team rate.
Good. We set a goal as a team to be 75%. 78's amazing.
Tobler hits the second. He's got 1 more.
He had 6 free throws in the first half, all makes. And I don't think anyone's missed in the second half.
I don't think so either.
We better check the record books. No missed free throws in a single game.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Oh, yeah, there is the commentator jinx in the NBA. That happens all the time. I'm sure you have it happen when you do these games.
I hit it the first game Monday. I was like, yep, right on schedule.
Farmington back to zone now.
Rosenloff kicks out. Jaeger extra pass to the corner. How his three is good. His hot day continues.
Carrying a huge load for them with Schul on the bench.
Yes. Tobler into the teeth, and he's fouled. He'll head right back to the free throw line. Man, Tuck Howe. How about his game? You mentioned 17 and a half. He's got to be near 25 right now.
Yep.
Winner of this game will get the winner of our next game. That's the top-seeded Westlake Thunder and the 8th-seeded Lone Peak, 9th-seeded Lone Peak Knights.
8. They had the home game.
Did they?
Corner, yep.
Okay.
Last night, they snuck past them.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was at Corner or at Lone Peak.
The 5 through 9 seeds in the RPI the last 2 weeks just moved every night based on who, like they shuffled crazy amounts.
Jaeger will pass out. This 6A tournament, I mean, I felt like there were 10, 11 teams who could win a state championship in 6A. Nice job there, kind of working that by levels to get the Jaeger at the rim.
Yep. Kind of did the thing you don't want him to do, jumping to pass, but luckily he found a guy before he landed.
Got to be really confident if you're going to do that.
Looks like a 1-2-2-ish zone from Lehi.
We'll skip across. Screen is set for Tobler. There you go. Malachi Tobler with the 3.
He's got to have 14 in the quarter. That's huge.
Final possession here with 12 seconds to go. 5-point difference. A bucket here would be huge for the Pioneers. Rosenloff. He'll drive. No. And Jaeger's going to be called for the foul. Similar play as, oh no, this is called on Farmington. I thought he maybe had a little push off there. Oh yes, that was the call, okay. I thought the original indication was pointed to the floor and I got a little disoriented.
Yeah, he sent 33 flying.
So this will be Skabelund to the line here for the Phoenix.
I couldn't see who was guarding Rosenloff there, but he did a great job meeting him at the block and staying vertical. He didn't even jump. And Rosenloff's missed 3 of those this quarter.
Free throw good. Boy, 0.6 seconds, just send him to the line. And how about Farmington? You talked about, right? Picked up fouls early on Lehi, get to the line. They've done that, and they've converted.
Yep. We're not going to say anything. Kept it alive. No misses.
0.6 seconds. Howe will throw it up the floor, and that will do it for the third. A great push by the Phoenix to pull back to within 3. We got ourselves an exciting fourth quarter coming up here at the Huntsman Center in the 6A quarterfinal. Welcome back here to the Huntsman Center, and boy, kind of a heavy week for the Farmington High School area. For those of you who don't know, Afu Fiafia, son of football coach David Fiafia, passed away after multiple year battle with cancer. Afu was a football player, multi-sport athlete, and was diagnosed at a young age, fought through it, was able to come back, play football his junior season, but he graduated from this life this week, and just wanted to share our condolences to all of Farmington High School, the Farmington area. A phenomenal young man who coached with his dad this season, and I know he lifted a lot of people, and certainly wish he and his family our deepest condolences and sympathies to all of Farmington High School. Players today wearing wraps on their wrists, a lot of familiarity, kids who played football, basketball with him, and playing for him here this morning. They've done a great job of battling in this game. They've trailed by double digits multiple times. It's a 1-possession game. Here's where we start our fourth. A drive here. Won't go. Put back too strong. And Lehi here to clear. Here's Howe. Boy, what a tough shot.
Getting to 2 feet is so important. He had the ability to make a different move there as opposed to just going off a 1. Jaeger stuck down there, trying to battle Rudolph.
Tobler will take the 3 and hit it. Boy, he's found his rhythm now, Coach.
17 and a half. He's got to have, with that, 23 in the game. Keeping him here.
Rosenloff in the lane. He's fouled. That's before the shot.
If I'm Lehi, I'm declining that and taking the layup.
I didn't know that was an option.
I make it an option sometimes. When
I like that.
I don't want that foul. He's got his shoulders in front of him by that point.
Hey, that would make basketball really fun, right? Hey, Coach, do you want to take that foul or do you want the result?
Want the layup that happened
right?
before the, yeah. That would be an interesting twist.
No kidding, huh? Kick to the corner, Jaeger. Just off the mark. Rebounded by Rudolph.
Schul set to come back in. 6-minute mark. Sometimes I'm not right a lot, but I feel like I'm kind of on point
here. You
here.
nailed that one. It's like you know what you're talking about here, Coach.
At least I can pretend.
You and me both. Leighton, boy, got in a tricky position, and now a foul here. Boy, what are you going to call? This is a tough one. I feel like it's both players going for the basketball.
They both had it in their arms. What are you going to call? That's a no. Let them play that out. Nobody hit each other.
They're going to call it on Farmington. This will be on Hamblin.
If I'm Coach Walkenhurst, I am not happy about that.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
That is a play on, in my opinion.
Well, it's one where, look, there's certainly contact there, but they're both going for the basketball. You mentioned they both have an arm on it.
Who initiated the
worst
contact?
thing, that ball goes out of play, and you get to reset everything, right?
Right.
Long 3, that one hit. Man, Hewish with a critical bucket here for the Phoenix, or for the Pioneers.
Him and Rosenloff with 2 huge threes.
Off of Tobler, it's back to Lehi. How about the defense of the Pioneers on that drive?
That's why that foul call is such a huge deal, because potentially it goes back to Farmington depending on who it went off. Like, we didn't see who it went off because they blew the whistle on the foul, but giving it to Lehi or giving a foul to Farmington when there's contact by both guys is a huge deal, because they just pushed it to a 2-possession game with a huge basket.
Howe, he'll drive to the rim. Boy, if he was not on your radar before this game, he certainly is now. Coach Walkener is going to take a timeout as Tuck Howe lifts us right back to a 7-point lead here in the fourth quarter. He's long, he's athletic, and he is extremely efficient. 57-50, we'll take a break and be back here in the 6A quarterfinal. Welcome back. Just over 5 to go. Dane Stewart, Lance Gummersall with you here. Boy, what a response by Farmington by Lehi after Farmington got it back to within 2.
Yep. Tobler kind of forced there on that last possession, and then Lehi gets another one to push it to a 3-possession game. He has kind of bounced back and forth between a zone and a man. Looks like a zone here.
Work inside. Leighton Trying to go up, and Howe's going to be called for the foul, but count the bucket good there for the sophomore, Jack Layton. He'll head to the free throw line.
Huge bucket.
First team foul. Shooting the and one, 42, Jack Layton.
You mentioned Layton averaging, you see it look there, those wristbands that we talked about. Afu Strong is a missed free throw there by the Phoenix.
Our streak is ended.
Hey, it lasted a lot longer than it usually does, Coach.
For sure.
Howe, he's feeling it. Tuck Howe with a long three for Lehi.
Has he hit the 30 mark yet? It's 17 in the first half.
He's got to be close. Trying to answer, no. Rebound to the Pioneers. We approach the midway point here in this fourth quarter.
These two teams did play in that crossover matchup earlier in the season, and Lehi won 78-70.
Rosenloff, how about the stretch on that drive? Man, what a run here by Lehi. Rudolph. We'll give here to Anderson.
Looks like back to man, switching everything. Oh.
Howe here going to be called on the contact.
Foul on number 10, Tuck Howe, his third. Second team foul.
Third personal on Howe. Schul with his fourth. And Schul's played, 3 minutes here in this fourth quarter with those four personals. I don't think he's scored, but he hasn't fouled out, which is a win for Lehi.
Right.
Layton got a little too far underneath.
Good job by Howe not to pick up his fourth. That would have been trouble. Farmington kind of extending a little bit, picking up a little bit higher. Clock not their friend now. Lehi taking their time, 14 on the shot clock.
Quick step, fouled. Now it will be Lehi going to the free throw line as Tobler here called for this one. Hewish, who hit that big three early in this fourth quarter, now he'll head to the line.
So we saw this defense. It kind of has to happen late in the game when you're behind. We saw this Monday with Springville and Olympus, and Olympus has Gavin Lowe, who you're then guarding at 50 feet from the basket, nearly impossible to keep him in front of you. And then the lead just keeps extending for Olympus, as it most likely will here for Lehi if they can't get some baskets to go in and some stops.
On a day where Ashton Schul was really strong, but obviously, the fouls. Tuck Howe, as he's battling for that one, nearly had it, but it goes to the corner and tracked down.
He thought about helping the Farmington player up there, but then he thought otherwise and decided to get back. He paused and thought, not in the mid-game.
Third there on Rosenloff. 2.5 minute mark.
Farmington just has to play fast. 3 timeouts. You're going to want to use them all as you get baskets to stop the clock.
11-2 run here in this fourth quarter for the Pioneers. There you go. Crawled over the front of the rim there by Rudolph, and a timeout here taken by Farmington.
Big basket, good timeout. You got to extend your defense.
Full timeout. We'll step aside, be back here. 2:16 left here in our first quarterfinal of the day. Welcome back. The 6A state tournament. Talk about how wide open it is, and you look at this tournament, you have a couple 3 double-digit seeds advancing to the corners, and really you can make the argument they all have chances today and as the tournament continues? Coach, you know how good this classification has been at the top. How deep competitive it is.
Yeah, it's tough all the way top to bottom. It's no easy games, no easy wins, whatever it is. Everybody comes prepared. All the coaches are prepared. They scout. They bring everything to the table every time you play any of them. So it's wide. I feel like it's wide open for anybody to get there and take care of it.
Oof. Kept here by Tobler. There's Rudolph trying to work inside. Just knocked away, but a foul called here on Hewish. Oh, sorry, on Howe. That'll be his fourth.
4 on their 2 leading scorers.
Oh, quick step. And you kind of saw how had to concede that one a little bit. Leighton there with the putback.
Schul contested that safely. If you're Lehi, biggest thing is, right, you want to use the clock, but you don't want to play not to lose.
Right.
You want to make sure you're aggressive enough to get layups if you have them. But now with your 20 on the shot clock, you don't want to foul if you're Farmington. You got them all the way down here.
But you don't want to give that up. Oh, right there. Rosenloff didn't get enough on it.
That's a huge stop.
Yes, it is. The drive here. Three-pointer, no. Leighton with the offensive board and a foul inside. That'll be the 5th team foul on Lehi. So Farmington will be shooting free throws for the rest of this game.
Rosenloff with some good finishes, that big 3 that he hit, but he has missed some easy ones at the basket today.
And he even got there with an open look.
Yeah, that time no one in front of him, no length to contest it. Couldn't put it in.
That's one he would definitely love another opportunity at, is Leighton making the first free throw. He's got a second one coming up. We've got a timeout taken here first. Coach, I do want to ask you a little bit, because I kind of left you hanging like a good play-by-play guy does. You know, obviously Riverton and being in that region too, and how difficult that region is when you consider, we were looking at that graphic, right? Harriman's here, Mountain Ridge is here, Westlake's here, Bingham's here. I mean, you think about how tough that region was. What was it like to go up against those teams every night and twice a year this year?
Challenging, right? The matchup with your body size and type, like, is a big thing that you're battling against, where Bingham has, you know, Luke West, who's pretty long, and then Snedeker's even longer, and then Knighting, who's huge, right? And then a guy like Denzel Peoples, who can stay in front of anybody, right? He's just a quick laterally, just a ton of shooters. And Harriman has Carlo Mulford, who just,
one of the best scorers in all of 6A.
Yeah, when they need a basket, when they need scoring, like, he is going to find a way to will them through anything that he can, right? Like, so just preparing, like you're watching film late into the night, you're doing scouting reports, you're bringing it to your guys and just hoping they'll execute the plan best they can.
1 of 2 on the trip. 6-point game inside a minute to go. How aggressive are you here if you're Farmington?
You got to trap and see if you can get one quick. Ooh,
travel. The trap worked.
So now you get a quick score and a timeout and bring your pressure back, but then you might have to start fouling.
You still okay to just take a 2 here? Don't have to force a 3, or?
That's tough. I think best available shot is what you want to try to get. They're not moving super quick, but.
Tobler, he'll drive.
Oh, he's on his arm, I thought.
Did not go. Lehi trying to bring it up. Schul.
Oh, boy.
Fouled there. That's the 14th foul on Farmington, so they have one more to get, or that was their last to give, my apologies.
Coach Bromley talking to Schul about his response to that foul. It looked like 22 came at him hard, and he kind of responded quickly, but Coach Bromley making sure he knows how important he is to stay on the court and not do something that would cause him to be off the court.
Well, not only that, last thing you want to do is give free throws and a possession right now, right?
Absolutely.
So that foul given, and it will put Hewish at the line here for the Pioneers, trying to help lift Lehi back to a semifinal. It's the first free throw, good.
You know, tournament's all about matchups, so getting the matchups could take you to the Final Four. I mean, Lehigh was 10-13 in a tough region, played a tough preseason, and here they are about to get to the Final Four.
Anderson, little step back look. This three, no. Layton with the board, kicks over to Rudolph. His three won't go. Anderson, count the bucket. And he'll head to the line here for the and one.
Great job attacking the boards by Farmington, gave him 3 opportunities.
Yeah, that's when you're just throwing it up, trying to get it on the shot and see it go in. That's awesome. Cut it to a 4-point game here with 18 seconds to go.
Fight to the bitter end when you're in these positions to see if you can make something happen.
Coach, I'll ask you this question. You know, we always talk about state of the game, ways we can make it better. What's kind of that next thing that you'd love to see in high school basketball here in the state of Utah?
Oh, I don't know. I've talked to a lot of coaches about the structure of the state tournament. 6A is kind of just, it's interesting with only 17 teams, right? Like,
yeah.
There's no, like, longer tournament where you have, you know, we did have upsets this year, but a lot of times the chalk just goes through.
Sure.
As far as what the regular season's like, to, you know, where I think 5A and 4A's had a good amount more upsets through their last few years with more teams, right? Like, I do love, I don't know if I love the RPI, but I like it. It's good. I would really love to get the first round, second round, the 16 teams at the venue for 5A and 6A. Like, they kind of did that to have give the girls the opportunity to be at the venue as well as the boys, but you kind of took it away from half the teams at the same time, right? So only 8 boys teams and 8 girls teams, where before you're getting 16 boys and 16 girls, just different venues, right? Like, getting all those teams to the venue to have that experience, it creates an opportunity for more upsets because it's a different atmosphere as opposed to the home site games. That'd be something that I think would be awesome.
Boy, Layton nearly came up with that rebound and a dual possession. The arrow is pointed to Lehi, so it'll be Pioneer basketball. I know a lot of coaches agree with you on that, right? They'd love to have more teams get to the side. It's such a unique opportunity. And as one who's down on the floor before the game, it's very different, and it is cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Like our team, you know, we knew we weren't necessarily in the bracket of state championship, like, looking to get there, but we had one goal, and it was to get here to play in this venue, right? It's a really cool thing to get here and an experience for the players, even the coaches and the parents, and like just finding a way to get to this venue would be, having more teams get the opportunity, I think would be a really cool thing that if we could find a way to do that.
Schul to the line here to take 2 for the Pioneers. Good on the first, push the lead up to 6. 12 to go. This can make it a 3-possession game. It would pretty much do it. And now we've got a whistle here. We have a lane violation? Farmington basketball. So still not out of the realm of possibility, but boy, you got to be extremely efficient here. Tobler. They'll set a screen. He'll take the long 3. No. Rebound to Lehi, and that will do it. The Pioneers will advance. The 13 seed is a foul given here. They knocked off the Layton Lancers, and now they've taken care of another Region 1 team in the Farmington Phoenix.
Tobler getting a shot from exactly where he hit one Friday night to send him here. Just can't get it to go there, and seals it.
This Farmington team, 13-11 on the year, 3-5 in that region, but we talked about that win over Davis and how huge that was for this program. I know they've felt like they've had opportunities there, and they've beaten Davis before, but to beat them in the playoffs and take it from the defending state champs and to take away their chance to get here. So huge for that program. Coach Walkenhurst and his boys. We mentioned the youth they have coming back. Awesome moment for them. They'll continue to build on. The heave is short, and Lehi advances 67-59 over Farmington. Coach, your final thoughts here in the game this morning?
I think that there is big for Farmington. The building off of the youth. They have good guys coming back, good players coming back. They're going to be able to be good next year as well. And Lehi, Coach Bromley finds a way to get here, finds a way to get to the Final Four. He has juniors coming back too. They could be good going forward. We'll see what happens.
Only 2 seniors on this roster for Farmington. So again, it will be a loaded group next year, but they do get to the site. They'll have something to build on in the year to come. 67-59, your final score. Lehi over Farmington. Stick around. We're going to see if we can get a little moment here with our player of the game, Tuck Howe, in the Lehi. Nope, it's not going to happen. But Tuck Howe was our player of the game. So Tuck, congratulations. He had a whale of a night as Lehi gets the win. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Absolutely, good time.
All right, for Coach Gummersall, Vince Francis, everyone here, we'll sign off our opening game. Our next game, Westlake and Lone Peak, set to tip in 20 minutes. Come back here on KSLSports.com.